That's water there. Ooh. Now. Yes. Oh, he's still there.
all I want is satisfaction. Make a move, baby, you got nothing to lose.
Well, welcome to the first instalment of Povvember. And what a beautiful way to start the video. Look at that sunrise. Some of you may recognise this from previous videos. I am at Canal Locks, at the very base of it at the moment, which is the Devizes Canal. And we're going to be staying mobile today, as you can see. Once again, I've got my lure rod today, so I have actually got my perch set up as well. But I'm starting off with the lure rod, and hopefully we'll get amongst some pike. I have got my little ultralight rod as well for the perch. We're just going to travel good distance, hopefully, and see if we can get amongst some perch and pike to kick off Povvember, or Povvember, however you want to pronounce it. But I think you get the idea. It's a play on November POV videos, which the whole month is going to be this sort of style video. So awesome. And it's also worth noting that this very first Povvember video is being sponsored by jwool. So a massive thank you to them for sponsoring this video. You'll see my codes on screen and the QR code, a bit more on them later on in the video. But yeah, huge thanks to them for sponsoring the first video of Povvember. Right, no joy on the pike. Let's try the little perch rod.
Highway.
Highway? You listen to the highway? Yeah? You ready? It's going to be the other side of this lock. There he is. Whoa! Laugh. Love it. I know I'm not getting any bites, but when that's your view, you kind of don't want to move on. It's beautiful. Look at that. Oh. So good for a phone. Between that tree and the pads. Exactly there. Woo. Ow. Oh. Oh, that hurt. Probably should have cleared the area behind me before casting, eh? I've been fishing for an hour or so now. Oh, here comes the heron. He's got his mouth full of a fish. Look at that. There he goes. He had a big old roach or something in his gob. So he's had luck this morning. And that signs that there's fish here. So let's have a little cast here. But I've been fishing for about an hour, just over now. Not even a single hit on the perch rod or pike rod. And that's after fishing the main basin at the bottom of Canal Locks and then the one the other side. So I've fished popular spots. I think if nothing happens in this one, I'm going to walk a bit of distance further along the canal to perhaps less fished areas. I know there's a marina further down, which may be a good spot to try, and just keep mobile, because I think fishing popular spots is just going to be the most pressured areas and less likely to catch one. So let's just have a little chuck around here anyway. Oh, we had a hit. Go on, take it. See if he's still there. That's the first sign of any fish. I was snoozing, looked round, and I just saw this big swirl behind the bait. So clearly there is a pike over there. Try a bit more to the left. Go to the same spot. Oh, we've had a frap up. At least it's not in the water. Oh, balls. Right, let's set back up. Do I go bigger or smaller? I think this might be a bit heavy for this rod, but give it a try. Yeah, it's too heavy. Okay, onto my medium size. Another one with a rattle in. That looks quite cool. It'll be good bright. Morning. This is more like it. There is forecast for showers today, but at the moment it's been pretty sunny, which isn't ideal conditions, so I'm actually going to welcome the cloud and maybe a bit of rain. And hopefully that's what... Morning, pigeon. I look like I've just caught you out doing something. What were you doing? Yeah, that's it, act casual. Isn't there some conspiracy theory that pigeons are government drones or something in disguise? Yeah, I'm not one of those people. Anyway, back to the fishing, and hopefully this sun, as lovely as it is for me to be in, disappears rather soon. Okay. Well, I'll finish picking your brains for a bit. I'll probably see you on the way back up. Yeah. Gorgeous looking locks. At this time of year, the colours are just incredible. I've just been chatting to a local who obviously knows a lot more about this place than I do, and confirmed there are pike in pretty much every single lock, so just a case of persevering. Hopefully we'll get amongst them eventually. Nice. There's a hit. Something just hit in the tree over there. Don't know what it was. Could have been a perch, could have been a little fish, but it was activity. Thing is, I'm not going to be able to cast this one over there. Bit of a chap. Oh, I mean, that's as good as it's going to get. This one to the left of the remnant pads towards the dead tree is going to result in a fish. I can feel it. Perfect. A few turns, won't be long. I'm making this all up, by the way, but it would be nice, wouldn't it? Talk a fish onto the line. They're going to change to something a bit more natural. The garish approach hasn't paid off so far, and with the sun still out, I think it is just a bit too in their face. I'm going to change it to slightly duller colours. Maybe another one with a rattle in, but this one is not doing the do. So this is what I've switched over to. Got sort of orange belly to it, white, and then it's slightly orangey red tones, and you've got the silvery flash on the side and the dark top. The tail is golden flecks. It sort of shines, but it's also got a rattle in it as well. It's got a lovely action in the water, so hopefully the duller tones is going to pay off. Oh, that was terrible. Whoop, no it's not. And that's why you have strong braid. You can beat an old snag. Another change is in order. Not had a sniff on anything so far. I'm going to take that one off. Put this little perch replica on. See if this can do anything. It looks pretty realistic. Quite a weighted one, so it might sink to the bottom. I'm picking up quite a lot of debris today as well, which is frustrating, but we'll see what happens. Sink. Twitch. 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 I do this for every twitch that I do. Twitch. Twitch. Just for twitch in case. Twitch. I've got any twitch, visually twitch impaired twitch viewers. Twitch. Twitch. You can tell twitch, exactly twitch what I'm doing. Twitch. Twitch. Morning.
Hello. How's the fishing?
Sorry?
How's the fishing going?
Next question. It's been a nice morning, let's put it that way. And this is where I've been walking up towards. Please, please be some fish in here. Come off it. I'm not sure if we've got anything. I think it might just be a stick. It is a stick. So, Povvember started well, hasn't it? I've just looked at the time. It is nearly 12 o'clock and I started fishing, well, 7:45. So, a good chunk of time and nothing has happened. I've just checked the maps as well, thinking I've gone a long way. It's not, because it's really stop and starty. It feels like I've walked a long way, but I haven't. I've only gone a mile, which on the canal it's a decent amount because I fished every single lock, and I think I've had one hit just behind the lure on one of the locks earlier on, and since then I've just been snagging the bottom. I've lost a few lures just to snags on the bottom and stuff, so it's been pretty much as I expected pike fishing. I always come out really hopeful of a good day's fishing, and I'm sure it will turn around at some point today, but I've never had a really productive pike fishing session when I'm going on the canal or something. So perseverance has always been the winner for me. If you remember from last year, I did 4 days straight on the Somerset levels until I finally got some pike on the final day. Whether the rain yesterday has made things a little bit more awkward, I don't know. This part of the canal seems definitely murkier than the rest compared to what I have been fishing. But I've tried different lures, I've tried the perch rod, I've cast hundreds of times already to the point that my elbow is killing me, but I'm going to persevere because that's the only way I'm going to end up catching one. Not by giving up, but by carrying on. So I'm going to carry on further down the canal, probably another half mile or so until the end of all these boats, maybe a bit further. If nothing happens there, I'm going to go all the way back to the car, which is probably going to be a 1.5 mile walk, hop in the car, go into town and then fish the canal in the more urban area. So we'll see what happens, but I'm not giving up yet. I just wish I'd have a really productive pike session for once without all this effort. Just rock up and catch fish like some people seem to do on YouTube. That's not me, and I always show the highs and lows, the reality of fishing, and today has been a grueler so far. Right, let's go. Nothing yet. Yeah, it's been a tough one so far. I tell you what, I feel like the last hour, every single cast has come back with leaves on, sticks on, whatever. So this stretch of the canal seems really, really difficult to fish, at least with the lures I've got, because every cast I'm picking up rubbish. Let's see, this will prove me wrong now. I'll have a clean cast. Nope, just hit something. And there we go, another stick. It's just every single cast this is happening. Oh, trying to keep my head in the game, but I'm struggling, I'm not going to lie. Let's move on. Oof. Pike just swirled. Pike just swirled at my feet. Yes, yes. Oh, we got a little jack. Oh, it's come off. Oh, I could cry. Oh. Well, it was tiny, but it would have been a blank saver. I swirled, I lifted the goldfish out to cast it further down there, and there's a swirl. Lesson learned, always just swish it around in the margin before you lift it out. But I put it back in, he was still there. He took it, I don't know, what, 2-3 pound? Very small pike, but it was a bite, first bite of the day. Oh, it is what it is. Where there's one, hopefully there's more. It feels good to sit down, I'm not going to lie, and I've just looked at my phone and I've done 1.6 miles, which may not sound like a hell of a lot, but when you're stopping every 20 yards or so to make half a dozen to a dozen casts, that soon adds up, and I'm feeling it. And all I've got to show for it is one pike that missed the lure, one pike hit the lure and then I lost it. So quite demoralising, but I'm going to persevere. I'm making use of the unhooking mat right now. Because it's not been used yet, it's still dry, which means it's keeping my bum dry whilst I sit on the edge of the canal and have a little bit of a rest. And it's time to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Huel, and more specifically, the Black Edition powder. It's worth noting that I'm not just drinking this for the sake of the video. I have had Huel plenty of times in the past, as have probably loads of you guys watching, because it's quite a big brand. You'll have seen it in your supermarkets. But this is the Black Edition powder. It comes in big bags, and you make them yourselves with 500 ml of water, a couple of scoops, shake them up, and you're good to go. And it's ideal for trips like this, because I'm travelling really light. I've got my little rucksack, don't want to bring my stove, don't want to get loads of other bits of food. It's just something that grab and go whilst I'm on the go. And talking about the flavour and smell of them all, the strawberries and cream smelt quite sweet, but wasn't as strong as it smelt, if that made sense. And I gave them to my wife because she's really hard to please when it comes to drinks. If it's too sweet, she won't touch it. She's one of those that can waft squash past her cup, and that's strong enough for her. She smelt it, thought it smells a bit sweet for me, tried it, and it was actually fine. So if you're worried about flavours, don't worry, they're not over the top, they're not overpowering, they're pretty much just right. Each bag can give you up to 17 full meals. It works out to about $1.79 per serving, which is way cheaper than the alternatives I'd usually have on a trip like this. So if you want to give Huel a try and make a saving whilst doing so, use my code MBF10 for £10 off your first order with a minimum spend of £60. The link is in the description, pinned comment, or alternatively the QR code that's somewhere on the screen around me. Thanks again Huel for sponsoring this video, keeping me going. It's time to finish this off, get back on my feet, and finally catch a pike, shall we? All gone. How's my moustache? Lovely. Okay, we're back. I made a slight change because I've been carrying around the drop shot rod, or the perch rod, whatever you want to call it, and just not using it. So I've now set it up with a little wire trace and one of my smaller lures. So I'll work the water with this small, quite colourful, I guess pike shaped but not pike coloured little lure. And then I've got my heavier rod with a slightly bigger bait, rubber, quite high vis, and we're going to work the water hopefully quicker with two different lures rather than changing the lure constantly on this, and see if that will make a difference. Because like I said, I've just been carrying around this rod as a dead weight, so it makes sense to get this one sorted and use it as well. These leaves are killing me. Oh, pike, yep, yes, it's worked, using two different lures. It's tiny, but please let it be the first of the day. He's in. Oh, I haven't blanked. Look at that, only just hooked in the front lip. My little plan worked. So I set up the light action rod with a smaller lure and my light lure rod with the slightly bigger lure. Just worked the swim with the smaller lure, nothing. Switched over to the bigger one, cast to exactly the same spot I just cast the other lure, brought it back, and this one took it. So whether the first one piqued its interest and the second one coming through it just thought, I'm having that, who knows. But it's tiny, but it's the first pike of the day and first pike of the new season. So I am very, very happy. Have a quick look at it, and there we have it. I worked all day for this one, but extremely welcome on a very slow day. Hopefully first of a few more. Oh. Let him recover. Oh, he's already ready to go, this little thing. Ready to go. Out you go. Awesome. Long may that continue for the afternoon. Two o'clock. I think we start making our way back because we're getting close to 2 miles from the car now, and I want to work the water on the way back. Now I've got the two setups. I've got one under my belt. I feel like we'll just stick to this now and rework some of the water where I know there's going to be pike. I just didn't manage to get any earlier. pike just attacked something in the margin up there. Sweet. Right, let's go investigate. So I just saw a pike attack in the margin right here. So, see, I can still see the bubbles where it hit. Let's see if we can catch it. Let's go for the light rod first. Yes. Oh, he's still there. Angry little thing. Another tiddler, but another hit. He's going to tail walk in. Whew. Sweet. I saw a fish hit something here when I was all the way up there. It's worth investigating. Wasn't interested in the smaller, but once again the slightly bigger lure has hit it, so definitely seems that this is the winning lure so far today. There we have pike number 2. Another little jack, again around the £3 mark, but awesome fun on relatively light action gear. Let's get it back. Now I want to hear from you guys down below in the comments. What other species do you want to see me go for during Povvember? Because obviously doing this, it lends itself really nicely to POV fishing because it's action, you're on your feet, you're moving lots. But of course, not all of you like pike and perch. I'm very aware of that. My channel often doesn't perform as well when I do pike and perch videos. So what do you want to see me go for? Whether it's, I don't know, feeder fishing for carp, so still a bit more action packed with watching the tip and stuff, or a bit of LRF fishing on the sea. Let me know down below what other species and disciplines and maybe tactics you want to see me try during the month of November and going forwards. It'd be really good to know what your ideas are going forward, because of course I want to enjoy my fishing, but of course I also want to entertain you. So let me know what you want to see and I'll do my best to get that in there. Yes, yes, fish on. Oh, we got one. Stay on, stay on, stay on. Oh, this is bad timing. Trying to beat the boat. Ah, we're good. Sweet. They've all been the same sort of size today, but they've all been great fun. Let's see if we can show you. This one may actually be the biggest of the lot, and that's saying something. About the same size as the rest, but just outside the marina entrance this one took. Happy days. Let's get you back. Oh. Speedy release. Ta-da, buddy. And there we go, back where we started. It's just gone 5 o'clock in the evening, so a long old day being on my feet and walking around, and this is the last ditch attempt to get a 4th and final pike. Let's do this. across the front of that tree. Come on, there's got to be a pike in there. One last almighty cast. Whoa. Well, the end of the day is just as beautiful as the start. Look at that sky. Sun's about to go down. I need to hit the road and head back. I've had a thoroughly enjoyable day, and there's still chance while this rod's out of one more pike. Go on, one more. Well, the sky looks like that. Oh, go on then, one more cast. Back down that way. Oh, go on then, one more cast. Oh, it's tangled. Great. Well, you know what that means. One more cast. Oh, that's a good one. All right. Hook's going in the hook holder. That is it. That really is the very last cast. The lure is now in its hook holder. The sun is going down and I need to shoot on because it's just shy of an hour drive home. I want to get back before my little one goes to bed. And Bristol City plays Southampton tonight at 8 o'clock. I want to watch that as well. I hope you've enjoyed today. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've walked probably 4 miles in total. Lost count of how many casts. I mean, I wasn't counting, but hundreds, if not getting into the thousands. Maybe not. I don't know. But a lot of casts. My arm, for those of you that watched a long time, know I've got tennis elbow. I had physio yesterday again, and I need to rest it again. But that doesn't work when you're a content creator in the angling world. So brace hasn't done much, but hey ho, that's how it is. So for the rest of the month, let me know what you want to see going forwards. More pike and perch, carp, other species, LRF fish perhaps, because I'm enjoying doing this Povvember, and it might extend into the future as well. Do more of these because I can travel light, I can get greater distances, hopefully still make enjoyable content. So let me know down below what you want to see next. But please like the video if you did, subscribe if you haven't done so already. At the point of filming, we are very close to 50k. So by the time this goes live, we may have already hit it. But if not, please subscribe. And if we have, please subscribe again anyway. But that's it for today. Time to shoot on. Put some deep heat or something on this elbow, and maybe a few ciders. That normally works better than any kind of medication. I'm rambling. I'll see you in the next one.